Well, we came up to fish the Wallace, and standing in my buddy's backyard. They're out of town. I called them. They said I could come out here and fish. So this soft edge here should be holding some fish. I'm sure there's fish in here, muddy or not. Brought 2 rods with me and I'm going to run a spoon on. We're going to try this one to start with, nice and bright. Try that. Then we're going to try a float, see how that goes. But I'm sure there's fish on this soft edge. There has to be. Water came up a lot higher than I thought, but it's going to be dropping all day. That's the nice thing about it. I already checked the sky and it's dropping, so if the sky's dropping, this is dropping with it. This thing comes up and down like a damn yo-yo, so we'll give it a shot and see what happens. I'm sure there's fish down below under those trees in that calm spot. But this whole edge down here is a calm spot. Not deep, but doesn't need to be to catch silvers. And I didn't see hardly any cars on this river today at all, and I'm sure there's fish in here. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. We'll cast this spoon and hopefully I don't lose it on the first damn cast. Spoons are a good way to go. That water is moving. Should have probably done a short cast to start with. Like I said, I'm sure there's fish in here. Just finding them, there's the trick, finding the fish. Slap them upside the head with a spoon. I wouldn't be surprised, I don't see one porpoise right here in front of me. Yeah, you can feel that slack water when you hit the edge. Like I said, if there's fish in here, that's where they are. I don't think I'll throw bait till I see something porpoise in here. I'm sure there's fish in here. There has to be. I don't know about you guys, but I can tell you from knowing these guys for 30 years, this has been one of the nicest places I've ever fished, for a simple reason. No, you don't get a lot of pressure back here. It's all private property. With the water this high, you can't even walk the embankment. So who knows, I might get lucky. And I'm sure there's fish in here or coming through. I'd rather. Yeah, you can feel when you hit that slack current. Kind of wish the water wasn't so high though. Good spoon water though. But I haven't seen anything try to, no fins out of the water, nothing moving on the edges, and I know for a fact that's where they are. They're not out in the middle. They might have all moved upriver already too. Anything is possible. I know how deep the water is here because I've been here 100 times. It might just be above me by 20 feet too, because there's calmer water up there. But the wind is supposed to kick up this afternoon. I figured I'd come up here and do this now. We'll turn this back on if I hook something. Well, it's on. I just had a fish blow up right on the edge of that grass right in front of me right here, running eggs in here. But because the current, it's not hanging straight down, so I put a cheater on it, and we're going to try that. But I was right, they are sitting on these soft edges, and I went really shallow. So let's find out if I can get one to bite now, because they're in here. Try real shallow, real close to shore. See what happens. But I had a fish right where my float is right now. Come up and go after it. We're gonna try it again. I believe they're really close to shore. Try this again. Yeah, because when I was reeling up, pulling those eggs up, he went after it right there. I think he's still right here in this calm water. Yeah, because that fish was right here in front of me. I'm positive it didn't go anywhere. It's still hanging out someplace in here. I said I know how deep it is in here because I've been here a million times. I'm positive that fish did not go anywhere. It was right tucked up tight to the embankment. Right there. It was right where my float is now. And it did come up after those eggs. I'm sure they're right on that current. Like I said, I'm positive it didn't go anywhere. It's somewhere between right there and right here. There we go. I spooked it, but it was right here. Well, there was any fish here. Well, turn this back on if I hook him. Well, besides that one fish swirling right here at my feet, I have not had anything move in front of me, it looks like, but I know there's fish here. And I know they're traveling the soft edges. They are not running the middle of this river. They're just not in a very bitey mood right now because of the water. But I know there's fish in front of me. There has to be. This thing was so packed with fish, and everything's trying to get out of the sky now and trying to find some clearer water. So anything that was in the sky is pushed up into here, or has already run way upriver. But like I said, I had the one fish swirl right here at my feet. So I know there's life in here. Just got to figure it out. And throwing spoons and bait and nothing. Nice thing is I haven't seen a single person. Most people can't walk the embankment right now. The water's too deep. If you walk out these embankments, you are technically criminally trespassing. So it's one nice thing. But I'm kind of hoping to get something out of here, but God, it's not working out very well for me. Turn it back on later. Well, we've been down here about 3 hours. Only had that one fish swirl right in front of us. Have not hooked a single thing. Could be these eggs. They are old. I took them out months ago and fished something else, and they've been sitting in the refrigerator. They didn't mold or anything, but that doesn't mean anything. But I haven't gotten a single bite. I haven't seen anything move, and I know there's fish in here, and I know they're coming up this soft edge someplace. They have to be. They're not holding someplace, I don't think. I think they're moving. The water's dropped, and it's gotten much clearer since I got here this morning. So the water's probably dropped 3 or 4 inches already, because the ripples up there have been turning into ripples where it wasn't earlier when I got here. And I know what's there because I've been here a million times. So, got a couple globs of eggs left. We'll try that and see what happens. Yeah, we've been here about 4 hours, haven't even caught a fish. Saw the one swirl and that was it. I know there's fish in here. Must just be because the water sucks that they're not biting. Can't understand that. I've caught them in water higher than this, in this river, in this spot. Right on that soft edge. Like I said, I don't think they're traveling in the middle of this thing. It's too fast. Here's my last glob of eggs. Like I said, they're old eggs, so that might be half of it right there. At least we got to go out and fish. It's supposed to get really windy and rainy today. I haven't seen any rain or any wind. They said between 10 and 4. Like I said, I haven't seen anything. That's my last glob of eggs. Yeah, they just must have stayed held up someplace, or they did travel in the middle of this thing. Normally salmon don't want to travel in the middle of a fast moving waters. Yeah, last cast. That's it. We're done. Well, should have been like swimming in a bathtub, huh? Should have been tons and tons of fish in here, and I know there is. This is the only place on the Wallace I'll come fish. I usually have it to myself because it's all private property, and the landowners around here really aren't all thrilled about people standing in their backyards, because that's literally what you're doing if you're fishing back here. You're standing in somebody's backyard. All you got to do is look at their property lines. Oh, well, that sucks. Well, that's it for today.